Shades of Sync is in full effect. By the way, if you want to attend Shades of Sync and save a little bit of money, you have a little bit over a week, and then the price is about to go up. So get your ticket now. They're like 50% off. And the bonus is if you invite like a few friends, your ticket ends up being free, basically. Or if y'all just want to be like, yo, let's gather and go as a group and use my affiliate link that you'll get when you sign up and get your ticket. And then y'all can go halvesies or triple C's on triplets. Well, I don't know what the word for for three halvesies is, but y'all can like split the cost however y'all want. I don't know. Y'all figure it out. But we just trying to make it as accessible as possible for y'all. So we gave y'all not only half price, but we also gave you an opportunity to even make money from the event. And then if you get selected, somebody's going to get selected to compose the theme song for this year. And we're going to pay them a sync fee for it because it's a sync. So we're just trying to create a bunch of opportunity at this year's Shades of Sync. So shadesofsync.com, grab your ticket. Anyways, he says, I got my song played in the listening session, Second Cup of Love, we heard last night, which was fire. And she said it was definitely Motown and wants to use it in the show. Shoot. Gonna be working with her to have a vocalist sing on top. I'll let her arrange that portion. Looking forward to working with her on more tracks needed for this show and others. The 3 Ps will do it every time. You already know. Thank you, Anthony Clinton Jr., for all the knowledge, guidance, and wisdom you share with us in this super dope community. You are a legend. I mentioned you in the hub and both the soup and the host. Level Up Productions both said we love Anthony Clinton Jr. Oh, I love Level Up Productions too. Shout out to Level Up Productions. Great people. Thanks to everyone in the community, and super talented too. Like, yeah. Anyways, and both the soup. Okay. Thanks to everyone in the community. You are so inspirational. Let's go. I'll share more details once I see paperwork I can sign. That's a win. That is a win. That's crazy. Like, you guys are literally, like, when we do music reviews, you are literally able to listen to music that's like getting signed in real time. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Drop some fire emojis if it's crazy to you too. JR Northern, they out here working. I'm telling you. Miguel is in the building. What's up? Just got a Christmas album approved in a library. Minor tweaks before sending official versions, but we got an album approved. Let's go. Let's go. 2 more accepted. And look at these wins in the chat, though. The chat is winning. Y'all too much. Y'all too much this week. Y'all showing out now. Like, y'all just showing out. 2 more accepted at Tune Edge. Clint makes 20 cents February, even with our pump going out and not having water for the last week. Allison will figure it out. Allison has an I make music, not excuses mentality. Like, 20 tracks signed since February. You're on fire. Keep it up. Crazy. What's up, DJ Heat? No doubt. That's gonna be crazy, man. Like, when that joint gets placed, yeah, we gotta like share it, please. Just share it so we can check it out. For sure. So I'm seeing fire emojis. That's what's up. I love to see it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So I came across this article. Let me see if I can pull it up. Very, very interesting. I was having a conversation with a sync rep that I know, and he was just like, bro, he's like, I've been doing a lot of stuff overseas, like just international sync placements, and he was just like, bro, it's just easy. he was like, it's just been so easy because the demand has been crazy. And he mentioned specifically the Asian market. He was just like, bro, which reminded me, I gotta connect with him and see what's up, see if I can bring some of those opportunities to the hub. So I will definitely catch up with him soon and see what we can do. But I came across this article. Let's check it out together. This, I don't know why the screen is. I'm having all technical issues today, all of them. This is, hold on. Screen was like super bright, it's blinding me. Let me fix this. And then we shared the article. It's on medium.com. And the title is The Hidden Sync Licensing Goldmine, International Markets Most Artists Overlook. So that piqued my interest immediately. And it immediately reminded me of that conversation. It's written by Aaron Davison. Shout out to Aaron Davison. He's another, I know he has like a material and courses and content stuff on Sync as well. I was actually on his podcast like years ago. It was a really dope conversation. Anyways, so it says, when most musicians think about Sync, they imagine landing a track in a Netflix show or a big national commercial in the U.S. market. And while that's a major piece of the industry, it's also the most crowded. Everyone is aiming for the same few placements through the same well-known libraries, which makes it harder to break in and get noticed. Except when you're a Sync producer hub member and we teach you how to stand out and not get lost in the sauce. Anyways, it says what many artists don't realize is that there's an entire world of licensing opportunities beyond the U.S. They are active and growing Sync markets in Europe, South America, and Asia that are often easier to access, less saturated with competition, and in some cases, even pay more. These international markets can be a major income stream if you know where to look and how to approach them. I won't read this whole thing, but we'll get into like some of the. I just want to read a little bit of it. I'll link it in the. I'll link it in the hub so you guys can check it out. Here, hold on. Let me drop it in the community. In real time, because I don't want to forget. All right. There we go. So that's there. You guys have that. You can read it over whenever you get a moment. But it says, Europe has a deep respect for music and storytelling, and countries like Germany, France, the UK, Sweden, and the Netherlands, supervisors are often looking for more emotionally rich cinematic tracks than what you typically find in U.S. briefs. They're not afraid to license from lesser known artists, especially if the music is well produced and cleared. Many libraries in Europe still operate on a non-exclusive basis and are transparent about how they pitch your music. You may even earn back-end royalties on commercials and trailers, which isn't always the case in the U.S. If your music fits the vibe and you're easy to work with, you'll stand out quickly. Says South America needs content and welcomes outside artists. Latin America is booming in terms of content creation. Platforms like Netflix, Amazon, and regional streamers are investing heavily in original shows and films throughout Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia. That's interesting. I've had placements on, was it Love is Blind Brazil, and they're all kind of coming from like the publishers, right, that I have deals with here, but I think it's still interesting because there could also be a more direct approach that we could possibly take, just reaching out directly to maybe some international licensing companies or something like that. But he says these productions need a constant flow of music, and many local supervisors are open to using tracks from outside the region, especially when they're professionally delivered and pre-cleared. Latin culture tends to embrace heartfelt, emotional, and melodic music. Genres like indie pop, folk, Latin fusion, ambient, and even lo-fi can all find homes here. If your music connects emotionally, there's a place for it. You'll need to put in some extra effort to build relationships and understand cultural nuances, but this is a growing market with real demand. Then talks about Asia. Japan, South Korea, and China are major players in the global sync economy. Japanese advertising is known for being creative and cinematic. Korean dramas are internationally popular and rely heavily on music. Anime is now a global phenomenon with curated soundtracks. Even video games and mobile apps in this region often license original music. These industries move quickly and production quality is high. If your tracks are cinematic, highly produced, or emotionally rich, there's strong potential it can be harder to break in without a local connection or a trusted partner, but many music libraries and sync agents already operate with distribution channels in Asia, which goes back to what I mentioned earlier. If you're working with some publishers who they've been doing this for a while, you're working with like a BMG Production Music, Mega Tracks, anybody that's distributed through like APM Music, like they're touching international markets 100%. What's the other one? Universal, Warner, Chappell, they're definitely tapped in. So, if you're tapped in some of those bigger libraries, chances are your music is getting pushed out there. But still, it never hurts to have another tool in the tool belt and start looking at some of these. So check out that full article. I thought that was super interesting and eye-opening because a lot of times, man, we just get stuck in our own world and country and forget, like, yo, there's an entire world out there that does the same thing we do, just on a different part of the planet, right? So there's content being created all over the place. And, placements show, like, all the franchises of Love is Blind. I've had Love is Blind Sweden, Love is Blind here in the US, Love is Blind Brazil. What was another one? There was a love show in South Africa. So all types of opportunities, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Have you heard of Music to Do? I haven't. Right? As you continue to pitch your music to non-exclusive libraries, what happens if an exclusive library wants to use that same music? It's no option anymore. Like, once you sign it non-exclusive, it can't go to an exclusive library. It can only go to another non-exclusive library. Once you do that.